The 11th principle we want to share with you is commit to others before they commit to you. Love, trust, team building, and loyalty all require commitment, and someone has to make the first move to elevate a relationship. Be a leader in this regard. Go for it. Often I think when we're entering a relationship, whether it be a loving relationship or just an office colleague relationship, whatever, we think we're playing the game of paper, rock, and scissors. You remember this game where you and someone across from you is shaking their fists up and down, and at the end, 1, 2, 3, and you have to make a sign for a rock, like a closed fist, or paper, an open hand, or scissors, crossed fingers. And then there's these rules like paper covers rock, and therefore you win if you have paper and the other person has rock, or scissors cut paper. Well, I think sometimes when we're in a relationship, people act this way. They're kind of playing this game in the back of their head. It's like they expect the following to happen. 1, 2, 3, I love you. Well, it doesn't work that way. Someone has to go first. Someone has to be a leader in this respect. You risk rejection when you show your cards and say, I love you, I trust you, I'm going to be loyal to you, or simply, I want to be your friend. But by taking these risks, you grow your soul. Remember an axiom of modern finance: risk and reward, well, they go together. By heeding this advice, you undoubtedly will be hurt more times in your lifetime than if you play your cards closer to your vest. There are risks you can lose, but you also come closer to reaching your potential. I want to tell you a story about my daughter and her husband. Several years ago, long before they were married, and long before we had 3 wonderful grandchildren, my son-in-law decided he was getting cold feet, and he decided he'd break off with my daughter. Big mistake, by the way. Big mistake. But anyway, in the interim, my daughter was distraught. She was really hurt. So she did what all daughters do when things like this happen. She came and saw her father. And we went for one of those long daughter-father bonding walks. And I said to her the lessons that are in this video. I said, did you love this person? Did you give all you could? Did you commit yourself to this person? And she said, oh, yes, I did. And in fact, I still love him. And I said, well, that's wonderful. Let's celebrate that. Let's celebrate the fact that you loved him and still love him. That's a wonderful thing to celebrate. I know we're hurt, but let's celebrate that. You have to be a leader, and sometimes you lose. Good news is he came back. We have 3 grandchildren. He's a fantastic husband, by the way. The lesson here is really important. You got to make a first move in relationships. Now, this comes up in our classroom all the time, where we have to try to build a relationship with our students, and it comes up in all of our other interactions. So, for example, with students, we try to learn their names, get to know them, meet them in the hallways, have conversations with them. We want to build that relationship because we know if we do and we get the trust that we need to have in that relationship, well, then we can have a phenomenal educational experience because we have great trust amongst ourselves. And if you want to have fulfilling relationships in your life, then you're going to have to be a leader. And we suggest you do this to live your life to the fullest.